Bron Breakker suspended by WWE after shocking attack on Roman Reigns on Raw. The WWE Universe was left in absolute shock last night when one of the company's rising superstars, Bron Breakker, executed a brutal, unprovoked attack on Roman Reigns during Monday Night Raw. What began as a tense backstage confrontation escalated into a violent assault that has led to Breakker's suspension by WWE, raising questions about his future, the authority of Roman Reigns, and what this incident means for the company moving forward. Tonight, we break down the events in detail, the build-up, the shocking moment, the fallout backstage and on social media, and how this attack could reshape WWE's storylines for months to come. Bron Breakker's journey in WWE has been meteoric. The second-generation star, son of Rick Steiner and nephew of Scott Steiner, has been positioned as one of the most powerful young talents of the modern era. From his explosive debut in NXT to dominating matches on the main roster, Breakker has earned a reputation for unmatched intensity, raw athleticism, and a fierce competitive edge. Yet, along with his rapid rise came tensions. Breakker has consistently expressed, both in storyline and in interviews, frustration over opportunities he feels were unfairly denied to him. While the WWE Universe celebrated his victories, some critics claimed he relied on his lineage. Breakker has used this criticism to fuel his on-screen persona, a rebellious powerhouse refusing to bow to authority. On Raw, Breakker has been involved in high-stakes matches, often facing top-tier opponents and showcasing a combination of raw power and technical skill rarely seen in someone so early in their main roster career. But as impressive as his in-ring abilities were, his unpredictable aggression suggested a simmering volatility that WWE management and fans alike were beginning to take seriously. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief and head of the table, is arguably the most dominant WWE superstar of this era. His reign as Universal Champion has been marked by strategic mastery, commanding promos, and a seemingly unshakable presence at the top of WWE. However, even the tribal chief faces challengers, especially when young talent like Bron Breakker is involved. In the weeks leading up to Raw, tensions between Breakker and Reigns escalated both in storyline and behind the scenes. Breakker openly criticized Reigns' dominance, claiming that WWE favored established stars while overlooking emerging talent. Social media posts, backstage whispers, and cryptic promos hinted at the brewing storm. Fans speculated whether Breakker's aggression was part of storyline or a glimpse of something more personal. Reigns, on the other hand, remained composed on-screen, warning Breakker that challenging the head of the table carried consequences. The stage was set for a dramatic showdown, but no one could have predicted what unfolded. Monday Night Raw began like any other, with high energy, stacked matches, and promos setting up future feuds. Roman Reigns appeared confident as always, addressing the audience with his trademark authority. Meanwhile, Bron Breakker was backstage, pacing with intensity, clearly agitated by commentary about Reigns' dominance and the way the WWE Universe continues to praise the tribal chief. As the night progressed, Breakker was seen approaching Reigns' locker room. Security tried to intercept him, but he pushed past and confronted Reigns directly. Cameras captured the tension immediately, the two men staring each other down, the air thick with anticipation. What happened next stunned the WWE Universe. Breakker, in a sudden outburst of aggression, launched himself at Reigns, slamming him into the wall and delivering repeated strikes. He overpowered Reigns' defensive maneuvers, sending shockwaves through the backstage area. Breakker even shoved equipment carts, causing a chaotic scene as WWE officials and security rushed to separate the two. The attack ended with Breakker delivering a forceful spear that knocked Reigns to the ground, leaving the tribal chief momentarily incapacitated. Medical personnel quickly attended to Reigns, while Breakker was escorted away under WWE security supervision. Fans and commentators alike were in disbelief. The attack was unprecedented in its severity and audacity. WWE officials quickly moved to contain the situation. Roman Reigns was evaluated and cleared for serious injuries, but the attack was deemed reckless and dangerous. WWE announced an immediate suspension for Bron Breakker, citing the unprovoked nature of the assault and the potential risk to talent safety. Backstage, the locker room reacted with a mixture of fear, anger, and disbelief. Some wrestlers expressed support for Breakker, framing it as a raw, unscripted expression of frustration. Others condemned the attack, emphasizing that no superstar, regardless of talent or lineage, should endanger a colleague in this manner. Social media erupted with reactions. Fans condemned Breakker, calling him reckless and dangerous. Some praised his intensity, suggesting WWE could turn the incident into a storyline. WWE confirmed that Breakker's suspension would be reviewed following a formal investigation, and the company emphasized that wrestlers' safety remained a top priority. The wrestling world quickly voiced opinions on the shocking attack. Several superstars shared statements online. Seth Rollins tweeted, "Talent and intensity are one thing. Violence against a colleague is another. Bron crossed a line tonight." Bianca Belair said, "WWE is about storytelling, not hurting each other. We can't let aggression become reckless." Cody Rhodes voiced concern in a backstage interview, warning that young talent like Breakker must be tempered with guidance to avoid dangerous situations. Even WWE management weighed in. Triple H, WWE's chief content officer, reportedly held emergency meetings to address the incident. Sources indicate that he emphasized protecting talent, reviewing training protocols, and ensuring that storylines do not encourage real-world harm. The locker room was tense. While some younger wrestlers admired Breakker's raw aggression, others feared that the incident signaled a lack of control that could jeopardize their safety. It became clear that WWE would need to navigate both the narrative implications and the practical consequences of Breakker's actions. The suspension was initially set to be indefinite, pending review. Industry insiders suggest that this could result in a multi-week absence from WWE programming, which might impact ongoing storylines and Breakker's momentum as a top contender. Fans and analysts debated whether the suspension was too harsh or completely justified. Some argue that Breakker's reputation as a rising star could allow WWE to incorporate the suspension into a larger storyline, turning him into a top heel once he returns. Others insist that discipline was necessary to maintain locker room safety and uphold WWE's standards of professionalism. Roman Reigns, known for his calm and calculated demeanor, responded to the attack with measured statements. In a backstage promo aired later on Raw, Reigns said, "Bron Breakker crossed a line tonight. I've faced countless challengers, but no one has disrespected me or this company like that. WWE will handle the consequences, and when I return, he will learn exactly what it means to face the head of the table." The promo served multiple purposes, reassuring fans, reaffirming Reigns' authority, and building anticipation for a potential confrontation. Breakker returns.